Hey y'all, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this red smoky eye look I achieved using the Jaclyn Hill palette. I figured I'd use this palette because everybody and their mom has this palette, but if you don't have this palette, you can achieve it with any other palette as well, just as long as you have some red warm colors. Like if you have the Naked Heat palette from Urban Decay, you'll probably be able to achieve this look just as good using that palette as well. Before I get going on with the video, I did want to mention I got a new camera. So I'm excited for this camera. It's kind of given me a few difficulties, but please bear with me in this video. I'm still trying to get used to it myself. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe before you leave. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday. And if you do see a difference in the quality with this new camera, comment down below and tell me what differences that you see. I am loving the quality, so I hope y'all are loving it just as much as I am. So without further ado, if you want to see how I got this red smoky eye look, just keep on watching. Alright, so I've got y'all up close and personal to my face. So I've already obviously put tape on it and I've already primed my eyes. I've already put the IT Cosmetics Skin Blurring Finishing Powder on my eyes as well. So since there is kind of a light shade on my eye already, I'll go in with this shade right here. I'm going to be using the Beauty and the Beast brush by Lorac. It came in the Beauty and the Beast palette. Tap the excess off and I'll focus that on my crease. So next I'll just be going in with this shade right here. It's a shade darker than the one that I just used. I wish the names were on here, but yeah. Anywho, I'm going to be using this shade right here. I'll also focus that in the crease as well. And those of you with hooded eyes, I like to kind of tilt my head up and then look down because you'll be able to find your crease. Trust me. Once you just practice and keep going with it, you'll be able to do it. I didn't do eyeshadow for the longest time. So next I'm going to be going in with a darker shade. I'm going to be using this shade right here. I'm going to be focusing that on the outer V and bringing it into my crease. And I'll also be switching up the brushes. I'm going to be using the Luxie 231 Small Tapered Blending Brush. I'll focus that on my outer V and then bring it into the crease. Then I'll just take my usual crown brush and I will blend that out on the edges. Just focus on the edges rather than the center. So next I'm going to be using my paddle brush by Vasanti. I'm going to spray it with the Smashbox primer water. Then I'll be dipping it into this shade right here. It's kind of a nice red sparkly shade. With the Jaclyn Hill palette, you don't need to spray your brush, but I like to because I feel like it adds that much more vibrant of a look, but you don't have to spray it if you don't want a huge vibrant look. So I'll just be putting that shade on the lid. So I'm going to be going back in with this darker red matte shade, the one that I put in my outer V and worked into the crease. I'm going to be putting that above the glitter, but not all the way through, just kind of like till right here. And I'll still be using that same brush, the Luxie 231 Tapered Blending Brush. Very lightly, not too much of a heavy hand. And then I'll go back in again with the crown brush and just blend it out. Just blend out the edges. So that's it for the eyes for now. I'm just going to go ahead and start on my face. Today for primer, I'm going to be using the Smooth Affair by Jane Iredale. After that's dry, I'm going to be using the Confidence in a Compact by IT Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Fair. I'll be using the C5087 brush by IT Cosmetics. Next, I'll be going in with the Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector by IT Cosmetics in the shade Light. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Naked Skin by Urban Decay concealer in the shade Fair. With a damp Real Techniques Beauty Blender, I'm just going to be blending it out. set the face, I'm going to be using the Born This Way setting powder by Too Faced. And I'm going to put that under my eye and pretty much all over my face. With the crown brush, there's no name, I'm going to be sweeping the powder away. For bronzer, I'm going to be using the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And I'm going to be using my go-to bronzer brush by IBY Beauty. For blush, I'll be using the Butter Blush by Physicians Formula. I'll just be using my IT Cosmetics blush brush. So I'm going to fill my eyebrows in really quick and I'll be right back. Alright, so the eyebrows are done. I swear that's like the longest part of my makeup routine. Who else feels me? So now I'm going to focus on the bottom lashes. I'm going to be going back in with the transition shades for the bottom lash line. So I'll be using this color, and then I'll be going back in with this color, and then I'll put that dark red color to finish it off. So first, this color. And I'm using my crease brush by Unique. Any small brush is fine. Sorry, still getting used to this camera. Didn't zoom y'all in. Please bear with me. Next I went in with this shade. So I won't have to keep putting it up. I'm going to be putting this shade on right now, and then I'll go in with this dark shade after that. Then I'll just be blending it out with my go-to brush by Elizabeth Mott. It's the Blend-In brush. I'm just going to blend it out because we don't want harsh lines. We want it to look nice and blended. I'm going to be putting falsies on today. Y'all don't have to do falsies, but I feel like it just looks that much more bold with the dark red look. So I'm going to be using the Mirabella Magic Marker Eyeliner to put a line just above my lash line so the falsies will look a little normal. Just make sure you get very, very into the lashes because you don't want a gap when you're putting the falsies on. So while that dries, I'm going to be using the No Tug eyeliner by IT Cosmetics. I'm going to be putting that in my waterline. And with the liquid eyeliner, y'all can do a wing. Usually I don't do wings very often. It takes me a little longer to do wings because I have hooded eyes, but if you want to see a tutorial on how I do the eyeliner with my hooded eyes, let me know. I'll be more than happy to do that because I would love to show you how I do my winged liner to where it doesn't look frumpy. It looks nice and vibrant like everybody else's with normal eyes. And make sure you get the top waterline. So again, you won't have that gap in between your falsies and your real lashes. Okay, so next is the fun part, the falsies. I'm going to be using the Ardell lashes in the style Wispies. I'm going to curl my lashes really quick, and then before putting the falsies on, we'll put some mascara on as well. I'll just use the Tightline mascara by IT Cosmetics, just as a nice base, so just one tiny little coat. Okay, this effing camera, I just put this eyelash on and I thought it was recording the whole entire time. Let's just go on with the other one. I'm gonna put glue on it really quick and then I'll apply it. So I already applied mascara to the bottom lash line on this eye. I'm just gonna do it to this eye really quick. Again, using the Tightline mascara. Tiny ass wand, I love it. So for the inner corners, I'm going to be using this white shade right here. And I'm going to be using this NYX brush. It's pretty dense. And I'm going to be spraying it with some Smashbox primer water. Like literally get like a shit ton of product on it. And then just apply it to the inner corners. And that is that for the eyes. So really quick, I'm just going to set my face and then put highlight on. I almost forgot. Like, who does that? Who forgets highlight? So I'm going to be using the Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray by Too Faced. I'm going to highlight with the Jeffree Star Crystal Ball shade in his summer collection. Pale ass white shade for my pale ass face. So I'll be using the Royal & Langnickel brush, fan brush. So I'm gonna go put my outfit on really quick and then put my hair up in my usual weekend bun, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and that completes my red smoky eye look. I hope it helped y'all, and I hope that it made it an easier process for you to do. I know when you're first starting out putting eyeshadow on, it's just so hard to do, especially if you have hooded eyes. You have to kind of take that extra caution on where to put it so it won't be too low or too much on the eye. So I really hope this video helped. If this video did help you and you want to see more tutorials like this, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below anything that you'd like to see from me as well. I hope y'all are having a great day, and I will see y'all in my next video. Like, who else looks at old pictures of themselves and is just like, oh, it's almost gone. Sorry.